Have you ever noticed that when you're around other people, they seem to become a little tense, quiet, or even inactive? This could be because you emanate a special aura, perhaps without even realizing it. Some people have a presence that goes beyond the ordinary when they enter a room. There is an inner energy about you that draws the attention of those around you, as if a spotlight were directed at you. And this isn't something new. Since childhood, you've probably noticed people looking at you, even if you weren't trying to be the center of attention. Have you noticed that when people are around you, they tend to behave a little differently? Perhaps they become more tense, quiet, or hesitant. This sensation is no coincidence. It may be a reflection of a special energy or aura that you carry with you, of which you may not even be fully aware. Some people have an energy field that goes beyond the ordinary, that transcends the normality of everyday interactions. When you enter an environment, whether it's familiar or completely new, it's as if you activate an energy around you. Your inner glow, your vibration, exerts a force that attracts glances, even unconsciously. This is not something you control, but an intrinsic part of your presence. From an early age, you can remember moments when, on entering a room, you felt eyes turning towards you, as if people were intrigued or magnetized by your arrival. This doesn't mean that you necessarily wanted to be the center of attention, but your presence naturally draws attention to you. This attention you receive has nothing to do with a conscious search for recognition. On the contrary, you just seem to exude an energy that captures people around you, as if they notice something different, something out of the ordinary. It's not just the fact that you are physically present, but the impression you leave in the air, almost like an invisible perfume that intrigues and at the same time challenges others to understand what it is. This feeling of being in the spotlight without asking for it can be disconcerting, both for you and for the people around you. This energy you carry, although it may seem heavy to some, is a reflection of your inner strength. Your essence shines so brightly that it's impossible for others to ignore it, even if you're just being who you are. What you have is not something superficial or ordinary. It's a powerful, almost magnetic presence that profoundly affects the people you interact with, even in everyday situations. You may be wondering what exactly causes this effect on people. In reality, the answer can be found in something much deeper than just your personality. This special energy that you radiate can be described as a spiritual blessing. Many call this force the Holy Spirit, a divine energy that guides and protects, and which seems to be present in you in a very particular way. This energy is not something you have developed over the course of your life, but something you were born with, something that has been with you forever. It manifests in you a natural goodness, a wisdom that transcends your age and experiences. Its presence does not go unnoticed, because this energy manifests itself in an intense and visible way. You can notice it in simple situations, such as when you enter a room full of people chatting and laughing. When you say something, even a simple greeting, the atmosphere can change instantly. People can become quiet, or the dynamics of the conversation can change completely. This doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong, but rather that your energy affects the environment in a unique way. This energy, although positive, can be so powerful that it creates unexpected reactions. People who aren't used to dealing with strong energies can feel uncomfortable or even intimidated by your presence, even if you didn't intend to cause this effect. Sometimes, just being in a place is enough to change the behavior of those around you. This can be confusing, because you're not seeking this kind of attention, and you often don't even understand why people are reacting in this way. This spiritual force of yours is not something you can turn off. It's part of who you are. And no matter how simple and kind you try to be, this special energy of yours will always have an impact on people. It may be that some people are drawn to you and want to be close to you, while others, because they don't understand this force, shy away or act strangely. As someone who possesses this special energy, you have an important role in the world. Your mission is not to cause people discomfort or confusion, but to spread love, light, and compassion. You are a channel of positive energy, and this is reflected in your actions, the way you speak, and the way you interact with others. Your kindness is not something you force or plan, it flows naturally from you. This is the true essence of the spirit that dwells within you. This kind and loving nature is a gift you have received, something that the universe or a higher force has decided to manifest in you so that you can positively impact the world around you. Throughout your life, you will notice that your presence helps to lift people's spirits, to bring peace where there is chaos, and to guide others in subtle but meaningful ways. Your light is a beacon for those who need guidance, even if you don't realize it directly. That peculiar energy you carry does not go unnoticed. Often it is precisely this intensity that causes people around you to react in unexpected ways. It's as if you were a very bright light in a dark environment. Some people may feel warmed by this light, while others may feel dazzled or even annoyed. This light, however, is not something you can hide or diminish. It is part of your essence, and your mission is to continue radiating this light, regardless of how others react. You may attract people who want to be close to you in order to benefit from this energy, but you may also attract those who feel challenged or threatened by it. Not everyone is ready to deal with the kind of energy you emanate, which is why you can sometimes feel misunderstood or isolated. However, it's important to remember that this light is a gift and that you were chosen to carry this responsibility in a noble and loving way. Being the bearer of such a distinctive and impactful energy can be a burden, but it is also a blessing. When you enter a place, people feel a different vibe, something almost inexplicable. They can feel a mixture of awe and discomfort, because your presence forces them to confront their own insecurities and uncertainties. However, the purpose of this energy is much deeper. You are here to be an example of strength and courage, to inspire others to also embrace their own inner light. Even if not everyone immediately understands or appreciates this, your role in the world is undeniable. It's natural to sometimes feel isolated, as if you're on a different level of understanding or perception. This isolation, however, is not a bad thing. On the contrary, it allows you to go even deeper into your own spiritual journey, recognizing that your mission is not to conform to the expectations of others, but to bring a new perspective of love and clarity. Those who are ready to receive this message will find in you a guide, a source of support and wisdom. Even though the spiritual journey can sometimes seem lonely, you are never really alone. The universe, in its vast wisdom, has placed angels and spiritual guides around you to help you carry this responsibility. They are always there, sending subtle signals and protecting you from the negative energies that might try to divert your path. Often, this protection is silent, but you can feel their presence in moments of doubt or difficulty when, inexplicably, a sense of calm or clarity arises. In addition, your connection with spirituality makes you especially sensitive to these invisible influences. When you are in tune with this higher source, everything seems to flow more harmoniously. Answers come naturally. Obstacles seem smaller, and you can see beyond momentary difficulties. This spiritual sensitivity also makes you able to perceive people's intentions more clearly, knowing who is there to help you and who might be trying to take advantage of your light. It's not easy to carry this sensitivity in a world that often values the material over the spiritual. It can sometimes be challenging to balance everyday life with the spiritual depth you possess. While many are focused on worldly and superficial achievements, you find yourself drawn to deeper issues, seeking meaning and purpose in everything you do. This can make you feel a little disconnected from the people around you, especially if they don't share the same vision. However, this disconnection should not be seen as a problem, but rather as an opportunity for you to explore your own path in an authentic way. Instead of conforming to society's expectations, you have the chance to shape your life according to your spiritual values. This search for purpose leads you to be more selective in your relationships, choosing to be around people who share your mission to raise the vibration of the world. Over time, you will discover that this sensitivity is a gift, allowing you to create deeper and more meaningful connections with those who are on the same spiritual frequency. Although challenging, the path you walk is full of beauty and growth. Every step you take, even the most difficult ones, brings you closer to a greater understanding of yourself and your role in the world. This self-knowledge is a powerful tool that you can use to light the way for others. As you become more aware of your own strengths and weaknesses, you also become more empathetic towards the challenges others face. Your compassion increases, and you begin to realize that your true power lies not in changing the world from the outside in, but in inspiring others to do so for themselves. Every interaction, every conversation you have, is an opportunity to plant seeds of transformation in the people around you. Even if you don't always see the fruits immediately, these seeds grow over time. Some people may not understand the depth of your message at the time, but eventually your words and actions will resonate, leading them to a new way of thinking and living. The spiritual journey is not linear. There will be moments of advancement where everything seems to make sense, and moments of regression where chaos and doubt take over. These ups and downs are a natural part of the growth process. Don't despair when things seem confusing or difficult. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise for you to become even stronger. When you face these moments of difficulty with courage and faith, you not only lift yourself up, but also set an example for others. The way you deal with life's obstacles will be an inspiration to those who observe your journey from afar. Don't underestimate the power of your actions, even if they seem small. A kind word, an act of kindness, or simply your calm presence in a moment of crisis can be the catalyst for change in someone's life. So keep going, knowing that every step you take is guided by a greater force, and that even in the darkness, there is always a light waiting to be discovered. Over time, you will realize that this inner light you carry is something that attracts both people looking for help and those who may feel threatened by it. Not everyone is ready to deal with the intensity of such pure energy. Some people may try to bring you down, undermine your confidence, or divert your focus, but these are proof of your spiritual growth. Each time you face these adversities with resilience, you strengthen your spirit and refine your capacity for discernment. It's important to understand that not all battles are worth fighting. Knowing when to retreat and when to advance is a wisdom you develop over time. There are times when the best thing to do is to move away from people or situations that drain your energy, thus preserving your inner peace. By protecting your own light, you ensure that you are at your best to continue your mission of lighting the way for others.